Hello everyone, how are you all doing? It's me, we're back again, continuing to read more relatively popular webtoons. This time, Eleceed. Oh, straight to the point, I guess. Yeah. Pretty good. So, from what I've read so far, I'm about 210 chapters in, as of right now. Just when I'm recording this. And, yeah, I've been really enjoying it. It's actually not the first time I've read Eleceed. I attempted to read it a little while back, probably about a year or so ago, and I never really got into it. And I say I never really got into it. I never read past chapter 3. I don't know why. Well, I do know why, and I'll get into it. It's got a very slow start. It takes its time. Oops, fucking hit my mic. It takes its time. It builds into everything a little bit slowly, and, you know, it's not a bad thing, especially when you get into it, and, you know, it's all for the good. It's all to establish Jiwoo, especially, and his relationship with Caden, and then Caden in general. And then, you know, slowly introduce you to the world, the power system, and, you know, the systems around it. And so, you know, the slower nature of the beginning chapters, the first like 20-30 chapters or so, is entirely fine. Although when I initially read it, yeah, it didn't get me. It didn't hook me. However, recently, as you'd imagine, given I'm now 200 or so chapters in, I decided to give it another go. I sat through it. I got through those first 20 or so chapters, and from that point, it is just gas, 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 and it is unbelievably hype from that point on. It's absolutely unreal. It's so good. It's really, really good. The character development is just brilliant. It is so nice. Very, very sweet. The main cast are just really, really fun. They've got a great dynamic, bounce off each other well, and then develop in a way that makes a lot of sense. I do very much enjoy them. The world's really cool. The power system, you know, Awakened Ones, is it's obviously not a novel concept, but it's still, you know, it's done well. I like it. Force control as a means of growing in power, using your power more efficiently, you know, and having your force control be a big part of having force control in the different types of force control, individuals force control, groups force controls, etc., etc., etc. A crucial part in the development of Awakened Ones. It's very, very interesting. I very much like it. I think it's handled very well, and yeah, and other than how it starts a little bit slow, and even then, even with that initial slow start, it's actually paced very well, because that initial slow start is, well, it makes sense. It's for a purpose. It's to introduce everything to you. You can't just get straight into the chicanery right off the bat, can it? Yeah, it's very good. I very much enjoyed it, and that's the cliff notes of it all. The cast's good, the action's good, the pacing's great, the art's great. It's all good. Solid, good stuff. If you want the cliff notes, you can click off now, leave a like, comment, sub, notification bell, share the video around. That's what you care about, you're done. Now, try and babble on a bit more, slightly in detail. Jiwoo, little cinnamon roll, little sweet boy. He's you know, there's just the kindest guy ever, nicest guy you'll ever meet. And then he does have a little bit of a challenger streak in him, a little bit of fighter, a little bit of fight in him. Eye of that tiger, as it were. Cat pun, obviously, fully intentional, given the author clearly likes his cats. I mean, even with the way they draw people, very feline in nature, especially when they get serious, and you get the slanted, the very tight pupils, and their hands tend to look like claws. You know, the author very much likes cats, and as someone that also likes cats, good stuff. And although maybe sometimes the cat chicanery is taken a little bit far, but hey, you know, it's all good. So it's all in good fun. Every webtoon's got its quirks, and Eleceed's is its kitty obsession. And hey, there's definitely worse things to have as your uniqueness and your obsession be over. So hey, it's all fun and games, all very enjoyable. And again, you know, the cats are cute. The author does a very good job of this is one thing that people say in the comments as well. I'm literally stealing this directly. This is my own thought. This is not my own unique thought. But the author does display the mannerisms of cats pretty damn well. It's actually really surprising. Whoa. Don't mind me. Hit my hand earlier and my arm's freaking the fuck out. It's weird. Anyway. Where was I? I asked. Cats. Meow. What am I doing? Oh, Jesus. But yeah, the presentation, Jesus, of the cats is wonderfully done, as is the people. The as I said a little moment ago, the fight choreography is just incredibly good. It's so good. Like, and you can tell what's going on pretty much all the time. It's not like some manga or manhwa where it's like, oh, what's going on there, dude? What's going on there? Huh? What am I looking at? You can actually very clearly tell what's going on. It's paneled very well. And also it's very, very pretty to look. It's a very nice looking too. So if that's something you particularly care about, you'll definitely very much enjoy Eleceed. Although I imagine if you're watching this video, you've probably already read it, and especially if you watch past the like 3-minute mark. Yeah. You probably just had to hear my thoughts on it. But yeah, I really like the cast. Jiwoo, he's a little cinnamon roll, and his Cadenification is great to see. You know, the found family dynamic between Jiwoo, Katane, Jiwoo? Yeah, it's Jiwoo. What the fuck? Oh my god. I'm tired. It's nearly 3 a.m. I probably should have prefaced that. I'm not even gonna edit this. This isn't gonna be cut. That's not how I do things. If you have watched any of my other videos, you know that's not how I do things. So yeah, you should enjoy the chicanery. That's like my brand. Where was I? Yes, I remember now. Yeah, Jiwoo is just... He's really cool. He's great. And when he gets to do his badass stuff, it's in such stuff. But actually, the found family aspect, God, so rambly. The found family aspect between Kaden, Katane, and Jiwoo is just, it's so sweet. It's so good. Like, seeing Kaden slowly warm up to Jiwoo, and Katane as well go from, yeah, I'll stay. I kind of want to stay. I mean, who feed the kitty? Who gonna feed the cats while you're all training in the basement? It's very, very nice. It's very, very, very sweet. As is the rest of the cast. Wooin, obviously, equally as much of a cinnamon roll as Jiwoo is, with his soft spot for Jajangmyeon. I think I'm saying that right. The little noodle dish. And he's also like stupid cool. Like, he's really powerful. So he's tight as fuck. And then we get into some more. And also, to be fair, I feel like we're gonna get a little bit more. I mean, we've gotten flashbacks for Wooin as things have gone on, for like how he's in a facility, how he was tested on, which is fucked to say the very least, and was saved by the professor. Hence his fondness for him, despite him not being the best person in the world. But he's a great found father for Wooin, and you know, his love for Jajangmyeon going from that as well is really wholesome. It's really wholesome. But I feel I kind of want to learn more about, you know, Wooin's past. Even though I feel like we kind of, through this flashback, we kind of know everything we need to know. I kind of want to see a little bit more meat to it. And then there's Jisuk. Jisuk's really interesting. He starts out as this, you know, very, very entitled, conceited, on his high horse, arrogant prick, and then he becomes one of Jiwoo's many, many defenders. And it's a great development. It's not like just snap. It's slow, it's gradual. You see him coming around to it, and his interactions with Cat Kaden are so good. They're so funny. His constant worship and servitude toward him because of what happened with the first encounter with the Klein brothers is so good. Some people probably would get bored of that running gag, but I enjoy it every time it crops up. And the fact you just kind of, by virtue of seeing Cat Katane eat with his front paws, is like, oh shit, I get a bad feeling, and starts doing it for Katane as well. It's so good. It's genuinely fantastic. Subin has probably less focus on her, you know, coming along to the group, you know, after she gets a bit kind of beat by Wooin, but still, she's great as well. She's very, very fun. Her dynamic with Jisuk is fantastic. Those two are a very, very dangerous pairing. Gremlins, very, very gremlin energy to high levels. Goes without saying, you know. Those two are just like made for each other. Yes, I'm going to be shipping. This is what it is. Like, you know, Jiwoo with Ji-young, obviously. You know, Jisuk with Subin, obviously. Wooin with Jajangmyeon. He doesn't need anything else in his life. He's content. Let little man sit there and eat his noodles. Understand? Good. Speaking of Ji-young, she's badass as fuck. She's also really pretty. Yeah, she's good. She's kick-ass, and like how she's like her slowly growing relationship with Jiwoo is just so sweet, so wholesome. That's one thing that this webtoon does very, very well. I understand why it's so highly rated. It balances the shonen-y, battle stuff really well with character development, plot development, and relationship development. It does it all so well, and it can be really, really cool, really badass, really funny, really sweet, really wholesome. It can blend all these really well. It knows what to do when it's needed. It can focus in on those specific aspects when it's supposed to be. The author is very, very good at that in particular, and I mentioned it. So yeah, very, very good stuff. In fact, all of Shinhwa, well, most of Shinhwa, although they all do come around eventually when Jiwoo shows him what's what and shows him he's not just a little bitch. He might not talk very much because he's very, very humble. He's just a little sweet guy, but he can most certainly walk the walk, or sprint the sprint, I suppose. In his case, that was terrible, just terrible. Speaking is like my hobby, and I'm very not good at. Oh my. I sometimes consider myself eloquent, and then I click record and just sludge comes out of my ears and in my mouth. Clearly, there's nothing to do with Eleceed. So if you're watching at this point, good, thank you, I suppose. But yeah, Eleceed's very, very fun. As things have gone on, but the academy stuff, the academy arc, the initial academy arc, then when they come back, when for the second term of the academy stuff, when the World Academy people get involved, that's all good stuff. And where I'm at now with the World Academy stuff, it's spicy, very, very good. I should probably get some sleep in a little bit, but yeah, I feel like that's probably good enough for me to get across how I feel about Eleceed. And if you've made it this far and haven't read it, I've not touched on many plot-heavy points that reason, and mainly because it's just rambly, as I always do everything. So hey, is what it is. But yes, if you enjoyed this, as I said a little moment ago, like, comment, sub, notification bell, share the video around. Yeah, with all that out of the way, I've been Eleceed, you've been you, and I've enjoyed having another video. Ta for now.